All right, guys, so I'm coming in through the entrance. This entrance is to the side road that is going by the train tracks um, here at the Japanese Trail. There is a sign over here that says restricted area, no trespassing, but I think that's referring to like, you know, maybe people trying to spend the night or something, which is not what we're doing. Now this hike, it's short enough. You can actually carry your coffee mug with you. So that's what I'm doing. And then you can see there's a trail that goes up to the side of the street over there. And there's the train tracks up there. And then we're just gonna walk down on this path. If you're wondering what that annoying little sound is, I got one of those selfie sticks that turns around the the GoPro. I can also add I guess the phone, but yeah, who knows. Yeah. Anyway, this is a nice little spot for people to just take a nice little short stroll, relax. I'm wearing my my waterproof boots. And the thing is that I got this like silicone spray. I guess it's supposed to make your stuff waterproof for a little bit, I guess. And so I sprayed it on my little bag that I'm carrying my camera with. I'm not too worried about it because the camera is weather sealed, so is the lens, so they should be okay. But I am a little worried about is my batteries for the camera. But if it starts raining, I can put those away inside my coat. The pants are actually waterproof, so I like that. They keep me warm and dry. So yeah, these pants they're okay. I don't think they're completely waterproof, but it'll hold a lot of the rain before I start getting some damage. Anyway, I'm a little bit excited. Well, I'm always excited, but I'm a little bit hopeful, I should say, because even though it's cloudy, it actually gives me a good lighting for the shutter speed to be able to have a long exposure. And we're about another 45 minutes before sunset, so we're gonna be out here when it's a little dark. I don't like that, but I am hoping that through the clouds, let me show you, that through the clouds I get a little ray of sunshine that will come through the trees, and that will actually give me some little bit of sunset golden hour streaks sneaking through the trees. That would be the perfect. This creek that I'm going to photograph, and I talked about this many times, this creek that I'm going to photograph, it's in so many ways like majestical. One of those little places that is so simple but with so much potential. And what I mean by that is, the creek itself is beautiful. I love it. Whether it has a lot of water or a little bit of water, it's still beautiful. But here's the thing, there's so many trees around. And then just picture the creek, perfect water level, fog, really foggy, and then a little bit of sun streaks creeping in. I think that would do for a nice picture. Very dramatic. What I picture in my head is not actually how the pictures come out. I think sometimes my wanting to do something so good can sometimes shadow was actually really good. And so it's a good thing and a bad thing, because on the one side it makes me work harder, but on the second side it can be pretty stressful to keep failing at something that you really love. And though I got some pictures that they're okay, they're good, I still haven't found wow pictures that I have taken. So yeah, that's the hope that that one day I'm gonna start getting some really nice pictures. Now guys, I know for you guys, if you have, you know, if you're a great photographer and you have okay gear and you take awesome pictures, good for you. But I do know that in order for me to achieve such set photos, I'm gonna really definitely need to definitely gonna need to have those graded filters, because there's so many times I find myself trying to compose, and I'm bracketing, you know, I'm doing 3 different exposures to be able to get something right. But like my last fail blog from the sunset, some of the pictures came out okay. Well, no, not really, but to me they're okay, not portfolio worthy or anything, but they're still good pictures. But the thing is, like, especially the shot where I was shooting against the sun, it's just so much power coming from the sun, you really can't overpower it. And yes, I can Photoshop, right? I can put a fake sky, I can take a picture where the sky is perfectly exposed, sun, star, everything, and then take another picture of the foreground before the sun kills it, and then Photoshop it together. But that is not what I want. I want to be able to capture the picture right there in that moment. And you know, of course, when I look at my pictures, all the colors are not there because I'm shooting in RAW. And I like shooting in RAW because it allows me to put the colors where I envision them to be. Not to be confused with Photoshop, okay? Anyways, enough ranting. I've already arrived to the spot. And so this whole time that I've been talking, that's about how long it takes to get here. So here we are. So I think we're getting pretty lucky because the trees are starting to flower because spring just is here, and so pretty soon we're gonna have a lot of these branches filled with leaves. And I'm always trying to compose from here all the way to the back. I don't have harsh light in the skies, just a little bit of blue. That might work. So I'm gonna get in the water down there, set up my tripod as low as it would go, and see what kind of composition we can come up. There is one that I'm always shooting, and that's what I'm looking for. Except I want the picture to be sharp from the beginning all the way to the back. And I just keep trying to use my focus stacking technique. A little bit more work, but it's worth it. So let's check it out. Let me get set up and take some pictures. Woo! Okay, so the light's gone down a lot. Hopefully you can hear me because the creek is a little bit loud. But I set up my tripod here, and the composition is the same as I always try to get. Sorry about the glare there, but it looks like I'm getting enough slow down on the water and that's actually a good thing. There is this one spot here, which is the reason why I'm not shooting the full frame, because I don't want that water thing to come in the picture. So I'm trying to just focus here, and I'm not going all the way up there unless I do like a, you know, like a horizontal or a vertical shot. I'm trying to get a nice 16 by 9 on this picture. So I do have a polarizer on my camera, and so I'm going to take a few photos here. It looks like the clouds are not going to give in. It's actually starting to sprinkle. Probably that's on the glass, I'm not sure. Some sprinkles come in here, but nonetheless, long exposures. I don't worry too much about the light. I'm still getting some of that white reflection from the clouds down here, and I'm hoping that that's going to be some good coloring on top of the rocks. So let's take a look at this shot, and yeah. Oh man, it's pretty dark out here. Don't want it to be any darker because I don't like the dark. It's pretty scary. What's that? Oh man, you know, even though the phone is trying to do its best to light up, I can't even see my face. Woo! Let's get out of here.